Don't you just love springtime? Ah, it's... no. All right. See you around.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land. Greetings. My friend. That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domi. Nothing comes to my mind, my friend. I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Citizen, we're finally alone. We have? I must... Is that about... Seems rather... Of course, what is it? Why then? It looks like... Ask then. Good. Thank you.
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. I'm Sentilla, eldest. What are you doing? Ugh, what is it with... Well, that's just a stupid... I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her, so he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done. So you'll help me find her? Oh, thank you. You should probably take a look through her room. It's the one just by the front door. Maybe you'll find something the rest of us missed. What? Really? I swear, I searched her room top to bottom and never saw that. I wonder how I could have missed it. Strange, but well done, I suppose. But it's odd. It was only a few months ago that Sentilla's friend Yulia let slip she was planning an escape of her own. And yet, Yulia's still here. You should go and speak with her. Find out if she knows anything. She lives in the villa next door. What have you discovered? Oh, really? That commoner in debt bondage next door thought he could win over a magistrate's daughter. That's awfully bold of him. I can see why she worked so hard to keep it a secret. Quick, go and find him and ask him what he knows. Oh, I see. Well, it was worth a try, I suppose. Just promise me you won't give up on her. Thank you. What have you discovered? Oh, I see. Of course. What have you discovered? What? But it's... You should go and speak with...
I hope you have a good reason for flouting my weapons ban.
That's quite an impressive bow you have there. Just like Diana.
What are you doing? She needs the... What? Yulia? Hopefully that was extra... A what? That you just and me in the meantime. That's a shame.
Oh, was there some... No. I did hear from Ulpius that she disappeared. It's very sad. She was such a lovely young woman. But I'd been locked in Malleolus's villa for months before she went missing, so I can't help you, I'm afraid. All right. Thank you again for saving my life.
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana's.
That's quite an impressive bow you have there. Just like Diana's.
Hey! You're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you? Well, it's your funeral.
Yes. Thank you.
What kind of trickery is this?
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate.
Domitius doesn't usually let anyone... Of course not. But as I always say, if Sentius can't protect... Look, if you're trying to find her, you may wish to check the cisterns beneath this villa. Of course, just to be clear, I trust you can see yourself out.
So you survived the cistern. Probably just a stroke of fortuna. Don't get cocky. What now? She's not here. Had to carry her to Lucretia's clinic this morning. Shrine of Apollo. She was acting sick. Faking it, if you ask me. Typical. Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Ave.
What have you discovered? Oh no, that's Sentilla's. The question is, what was it doing in the cistern? A skeleton? Oh gods, you mean she's... What do you mean? But didn't Domitius say there's some kind of creature down there that killed and ate Hannibal? Could it not have attacked her too? What are you saying? That somebody crept down there and put Sentilla's amulet on another body to make us think she was dead? Why would anyone do such a thing? But who? Who could have a reason to do that? That is an extremely serious accusation. I take it you have something to back it up. So this is just baseless speculation then? I've heard enough. I won't have you peddling scurrilous gossip about my sister's tragic death. Kindly keep your insane conspiracy theories to yourself and leave me alone to grieve, you barbarian. Let me grieve my sister's death.
Ah, you've returned. Ask then. Good. Of course. Why? It looks like... Thank you. I'll be waiting here.
Ah, a new face. I hear. Well, my vote isn't for. Nice to talk to you.
What are you doing here? Please leave. I said please leave. You're trespassing.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Salve. All right.
On your best behavior, I trust. What is it? What biz... Ah. I see. So, she's dead then. Well, I'm not exactly happy about it. But what would be the point of getting upset? It's not going to bring her back. I'm just thinking of how I'm going to tell her father. I suppose it'll have to be tomorrow. After all, the turmoil of the election is out of the way. Thanks for letting me know. He's one of the better commanders I've ever had, that's for sure. Treat your inferior as can't ask for much more than... All right?
A new face. Oh my. That is quite a lot to take in. You'll have to give me a moment. Let's see. If that is indeed the case, we don't have much to go on, except the old Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide. So it seems you have two options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on. Shh! Is everyone so blunt where you're from? Oh. That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe even put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod. Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules. Are you telling me that you can? I won't pretend to understand exactly what that means, but if that's true, then perhaps you stand a chance. So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day. But first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base. It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again. It's the towering stone monument. You'll find them all over Rome. But of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. However, this one is unusual in that each of the 4... That means you'll need to recover 4... I don't know. But perhaps... As I mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds. First, Proserpina. What it said, the god of the underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage. If the stories are true, then I suppose so. The problem is, how do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor? Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the possibility of a spirit guide. I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels? Truly? And you're only bringing this up now? Then again, I suppose you were worried I'd think you were as mad as Navia. Can you tell me more? Is it the same voice? What kinds of thing does it say? Fascinating. Perhaps she's a benevolent... If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out? That is strange. There are no rivers here. Let me think on that. Right, because the current flows into the city through the aqueduct and into the upper cistern. I vaguely recall wondering what was in there, but the door at the back of the great temple is locked up tight. You might be able to get a key from the magistrate, but if that doesn't work, perhaps you can find another way in. Let me know if you find anything in there. May Fortuna guide you.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Ugh, this place is... Oh. What? You should go and speak with her. Find out if she knows... Huh. Oh. Oh, I can see why she worked... Oh. Thank you. Oh. Oh. What? But it's... You should go and speak...
We're finally alone. I must have entrusted you. Is that about... I think it's best if I hang on to it. You mean to ask, why am I unwilling to trust a newly arrived non-citizen with access to our water supply, the lifeblood of this city? I'm sorry, but that is simply out of the question. Yes, our water supply. From you. I wasn't born yesterday. Poisoning a city's water supply is the oldest trick in the Codex. Quite literally. Aeneas the Tactician wrote a siegecraft manual for military commanders some 300 years ago, recommending the poisoning or pollution of cisterns. And I'm beginning to wonder if the culprit we're looking for might, after all this, be you. Perhaps it was a mistake on my part to place so much trust in you. I'm glad to hear that. Now, was there something else? Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.